Oh, howdy all, grab yourself a beer, it's time for some Path of Exile discussion. Today I wanted to continue a series where I've been looking at popular and powerful endgame unique items, and I'll look at one this time that is relatively easy to source yourself. If you're in a trade league, at the time I'm recording this video, you can get this with change from 20 Chaos, and if you're in solo self-found, this is something that drops pretty frequently from Grand Heist. So we'll come back to acquisition of it later, but firstly, Replica Conqueror's efficiency, what's it do? This is an item that has three effects that are all quite different to each other. And broadly speaking, you don't want to use this if you can only benefit from one of these mods. But if two of them are good, then you should consider using the item. So 4% increased skill effect duration, very good on some builds, useless on most. 5 to maximum rage, very good on some builds, useless on most. And non-channeling skills have -9 to total mana cost. There are no tiers on any of these rolls. Every Replica Conqueror's efficiency is the same, with the exception of the possibility of Vaal implicits or harvest implicits. So, what sort of builds use this? This is one of the most commonly used duels on raiders in the current league. So in 3.15, you're seeing this on pretty much a good quarter of Toxic Rain characters, maybe more than a quarter of Toxic Rain characters, and also on a good quarter of Raider Spectral Shield Throw characters. You're also seeing it on most Berserker builds that care about Rage, or at least considering this item. Some go with it, some decide to go with more crit multi instead. And also it's used on just a number of other builds just as a temporary fix for mana problems as well. The sorts of builds that shouldn't use it are builds that have no benefit from Rage and that use a channeling skill should never consider this duel. And also builds that, like broadly speaking, builds that have no mana troubles will probably not get much value out of Replica Conqueror's efficiency. Last thing that needs to be said about the item is that it is a perfect target because it is always divine perfect. So you see when I hold Alt for bring up the advanced mod descriptions, there's no variability on these mods, and that means that all Replica Conqueror's efficiencies are made equal. However, you can improve them potentially, or you can possibly brick them with a Vaal orb. And here, this one got better. You cannot be cursed with silence. This would have been better last league than it is now, but it's still an upgrade over the base item. And so that's something that is worth at least considering. Of course, Vaal orbs can ruin items too, and this is not one of the premium rewards you can get from it. So how do you get this item? As I say, in a trade league, it's pretty easy to pick up. It's one of the most common rewards in Grand Heists, but specifically Grand Heists where the heist target is a replica or experimented item. Item level of the heist zone doesn't matter very much. So you'll see here this is area level 72. So this Grand Heist has a reasonably good chance actually of offering one or more Replica Conqueror's efficiencies. The things do drop a lot. You'll then be able to pick that up as one of the end rewards from the Grand Heist. And then once you've got it, you've then got to successfully escape with it. So that's where it comes from. If you're wanting to get yourselves more of these blueprints, so these are the replica and experimented items ones, what you want to do is map mostly in Lyra Arthane and take the nodes inside job and its prerequisite node, and that will help you get roughly 4 times as many Grand Heists from your mapping within Lyra Arthane. Anyway, a really simple one here because this is a very basic item, but it's a very good one for a wide range of builds. If you can use 2 of the mods on this item, then it's probably going to be better than a rare jewel on your build. And especially this is the case if you're having severe mana issues. This is often one of the lower opportunity cost methods of fixing up your mana. If you've got comments or questions though, definitely fire away below. If you want to check out other videos in this series that look at a range of different endgame uniques, varying from the very common and very cheap items like Atziri's Promise, through to ultra rare chase items like Headhunter and Bottled Faith, there's a lot of links to the rest of the series down below. That's all I got though. May your Vaal orbs have interesting results, and may they work well like the one that I just used on this one.